Alright, welcome back to Marvel Millennium, where I am playing every game from Marvel, starting with the year 2000, at least until 2009, but that whole decade. 43 games. We are now on game number 11, Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro for PlayStation. This is a game that only came out on PlayStation. A lot of these games around this time have multiple versions, usually some for console, some for handheld, like Game Boy Advance. This one's just PlayStation. It is a sequel to Spider-Man 2000, from the year 2000, which is one I already covered, and follows the events of that game as Spider-Man attempts to thwart a criminal conspiracy orchestrated by Electro. It also says that there was a standalone sequel to this game called Mysterio's Menace, which I already covered because that actually came out earlier. So I'm still unclear on that, if the dates are wrong, or if the idea of it being a sequel is wrong, or if it's just a sequel that came out at the wrong time. I don't know. Enter Electro received a mixed reception from critics, many of whom consider it a downgrade from its predecessor. Not a great sign, because the last one that this is a sequel to, Spider-Man, it doesn't hold up that well. It's not super fun. And also, this one, Enter Electro, is notorious for having a number of details changed after the September 11th attacks, because this came out October 18th, 2001, about a month and a half after 9/11, and they had to make a number of changes. It was originally scheduled to be released on September 18th, and then following the September 11th attacks, they delayed the release so that they could remove references to the World Trade Center, and the game was pushed back to October 18th, 1 month later. The final level of the game originally took place atop the Twin Towers, and I've got here a picture of that. So this is what the final level, the model of that looked like, of the tops of the Twin Towers. This was changed to a generic pair of towers with an added bridge between them so that it wouldn't be as obvious, and that is this. It looks like the bridge kind of just goes down into the darkness, so it's like, makes it look like the whole thing is one big building that's just connected with a thinner strip in the middle, kind of looks like an hourglass. There was also an establishing shot of the Twin Towers in the preceding cutscene, and that's deleted entirely. Other alterations made for sensitivity reasons included level name changes. The levels Crash Flight, Downward Spiral, Aces High, and Top of the World became Wind Tunnel, The Corkscrew, The Gauntlet, and The Best Laid Plans, respectively. A pre-9/11 version of the game was released online at a certain point by an Argentinian YouTuber. Doesn't say their name here. In 2015. And the video that was linked, the description explains that the uncut version was sourced from the user's childhood copy of the game, which they suggest may have been a pirated bootleg disc, because they made the changes before the game came out. It wasn't like there was a release beforehand. In 2017, an uncut PAL prototype copy of the game, dated August 14th, 2001, was uploaded to video game preservation site Hidden Palace. It is unknown how uncut retail copies of the game have surfaced in private hands. There is a misconception that the game was recalled from shelves following 9/11, with some sources claiming the game actually released in August of 2001. This has never been verified, and there are no contemporary sources confirming either the supposed August release date or the product recall, so just kind of a mystery. Web exclusive content. So on September 28th, 2001, so this would have been a little bit before the game actually came out. Activision uploaded an exclusive cutscene from the game for download on the official Spider-Man game website. This might be a little spoilery for the game, but I think we'll live. The cutscene contained Spider-Man and Thor meeting following the game's final battle. The exact content of the scene is unknown, though, as no download links or backups of the video survive. As such, the video is considered lost media. Feels like there's some missing steps in there, where if people know about the release of that video to the website, surely someone remembers the content, but I guess no one's come out to give those details. All right. But yeah, that is just a little preface for the game. The how long to beat has this game at 7 hours, give or take, which is, let me see, let me do the math real quick. 5, so about an hour and a half longer than the previous 5 games I've played combined. So this is going to be a number of sessions, most likely. I'm not going to finish it up tonight, but can at least get started. Which I will do now. Okay, just wait for the screen to pop up on the stream. The game is starting. It's on the Activision screen. Spider-Man. I don't know why it's not. Okay. One moment. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Activision been responsible for a lot of these early Marvel games. Vicarious Visions Inc., I believe, was absorbed by Blizzard within the last decade, so a while after this game came out. Like he's got the little webbings under his armpits. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to glide in this like in the more recent Insomniac Spider-Man games.
Previously on Spider-Man.
Who dares? Face me, coward! Face a worthy foe. Spider-Man?
He's stealing Octavius's device!
That was Eddie Brock.
I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure. Daredevil!
That leaves one question. Where's Rhino?
Cat!
Phase 1 completed. Let us begin Phase 2.
No one can control the symbiotes. No one!
And now, Spider-Man 2.
Alright. That's the first game so far, even though many of these have been connected. The first game with like a good previously on section. Okay, so this is the
mode.
This has the same difficulties as that previous Spider-Man that it was just showing scenes from: easy, normal, hard, and kid mode. I did end up playing that on kid mode because I couldn't get past a certain part, kind of because of a glitchy segment of a chase with Venom.
Kid mode.
But one thing I do remember from that game is that when you move the cursor to kid mode, there were a lot of different voice recordings for that. A lot more than there were for like in-game lines much of the time.
Kid mode.
That was Stan Lee.
Kid mode!
Kid mode. Kid mode.
But yeah, once again,
Kid mode!
Kid mode. Kid mode.
okay, I think we've already
Kid mode.
maybe hit our limit here. Now we're getting
Kid mode.
mostly repeats. Well,
Kid mode!
yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna do easy this time because this is a 7-hour game, and I don't need the challenge of a game from 2001. I don't need to feel like I've beaten it on normal. You know, honestly, I'm even leaning towards kid mode. The only reason I'm not going to do kid mode is I remember they changed the way that you swing on the web, and that was annoying. Where in easy, normal, and hard you use the triggers, much like more modern games. and kid mode you just double tap jump, and that was always felt a little weird. So hopefully easy will still be enough to make this like pretty breezy. Like I don't want it to last much longer than 7 hours. I want to get through the game. I wonder who that is. Electro's pretty ripped. I feel like he doesn't need to be with the electric powers. It must be like it's like a muscle stimulator running inside you constantly. There's just so much electricity. Keeps him buff passively. Electro does have one of the less appealing voices of Spider-Man's rogues gallery, I think. Captain America foils Doc Ock and Spider-Man's sinister plot. Spider-Man still at large.
Welcome, true believers. Stan Lee here to bring you yet another scintillating tale of superhero daring-do. Now it appears that trouble has found our arachnid hero yet again. So get ready for a pulse-pounding, web-slinging tale of shocking revelations.
Oh, hey, Beast.
Beast! What's got you bounding about? Not a sentinel attack, I hope.
Greetings, my web-slinging compatriot. I noticed perchance your diurnal patrol and thought I would provide you with information of a practical and necessary nature.
Thanks for the show of interest, Beast. But I've been doing this for a while now. I think I'm okay.
Indeed. We shall see. Would you mind telling me what this is?
That's my trusty spider compass. It shows me where to go when I'm out and about.
I do believe you are correct, sir. Since you're so smart, why don't you try following me?
Pressing R2 allows me to web swing. With that, I should be able to catch up to Beast with no problem.
This is a wild choice for a Beast voice actor, I feel like. He does not sound like Beast at all.
Pretty good, webhead. Now I've seen these all over the city.
This gives me more webbing. Building looks far. If I jump forward and web swing, I should make it. Spider sense tingling.
This guy looks like trouble. How do you think we should deal with him?
Using square and circle, I can punch and kick. And pressing triangle, I can shoot my web.
Alright, I'm guessing they're gonna be, guys gonna get knocked down even faster on easy mode.
Looks like I'm expected. Holding
that's
L1
good.
will allow me to target those guys from here.
Interesting. That's inverted controls, which is a little annoying. Okay, so I just... Is that it? I can web him up from a distance and then he disappears. Interesting.
You're dead!
I don't think those were tourists.
superior performance, Spider-Man. I'll wager you could use one of these.
One of these will give me more health.
Very clever,
I'm
Spider-Man.
already at full health.
Okay, they are going down real easy.
Now this looks intriguing.
Piece of cake. Using my L1 targeting mode, I can direct my web swing.
Seems
Fascinating.
overly complicated.
Exercise caution at any rate.
Huh. Well, I mean that is interesting. In the previous game, and really any of the games that have involved web swinging so far, there's some trial and error to it, and you usually only have control of so much of it. So like, you pick the direction you go in, and you can start swinging, but then you are constantly moving down. You can't really turn mid-swing. So having the ability to target a location and I guess guarantee you swing to that, it's a little unwieldy, but it's, you know, a good addition. It helps with the precision.
Splendid thus far. You're almost there, Spider-Man.
I guess also got to keep an eye on web, because swinging does actually use up web, so it is a bit of a concern.
Get him! I love watching me work.
Didn't seem like that did any damage, which fine by me.
Your slinging days are over!
He just threw a grenade into traffic.
It appears to me that the safeguarding of the metropolis is in capable hands. Should you ever require more assistance, feel free to pay us a visit at the Mutant Academy to run through our Danger Room training simulator.
Sure, Beast, I'll do that. Thanks for the pointers.
Seemed like the audio file messed up there or something. Okay, I guess my goal was just to get to that building. Is Beast a street level New York kind of guy? Just jumping around, looking for crimes, doing patrols?
Huh? What are they up to? Time to do that hero thing, Spidey. You won't get far with that Spidey tracer on him.
Whoa, web freak!
Only in New York.
Those guys are up to something.
You're dead, do-gooder!
Time to save the day.
So yeah, this is
Time to patrol.
also the first 3D Spider-Man game where you can be on the street, because in the previous one, it was all either inside or on tops of buildings, and the whole city had like a yellow mist. That I guess was some part of Doc Ock's plans, leaving a poisonous fog everywhere. So everything was up on the tops of buildings. Now we get to see the beautiful city streets of New York. And that trusty spider compass isn't even doing anything, so...
A setup. Huh. How original.
Of course, a setup.
All of you guys against me.
4 identically dressed men with dual-wielding pistols. So if you press R2, you just
There's more going on here than meets the eye.
immediately jump up and try to start swinging, which is not convenient. I'm getting a little confused on the directions here.
Does this look right to anyone?
Oh, Jesus.
Now who's gonna pay for that?
Can I put out the fire?
If I could just yank the cap off that hydrant, I could put out the fire.
Where's that hydrant? Hey, it worked. Emulators do have some trouble sometimes.
That did it. Now to find out if there's more of them.
With pressing 2 buttons at the same time to do something. So I'm glad that worked.
What are they up to now?
Yeah, swinging is definitely not as satisfying as it will
Use
be in
enough
later
webbing,
games.
I'll smother the fire.
Now that's actually a
There. A little paint and Bondo should fix things here.
feature that has survived to
Spider-Man 10, Nameless Thug 0.
Two
Another
modern
shout-out to
Spider-Man
yours
games.
truly. The signal from my spider tracer is growing weak. Better take to the rooftops and follow my compass.
been trying. Yeah, the modern Insomniac Spider-Man games have parts where there are fires, and you just use your web to plug them up. So I guess that's just always been something Spidey could do. He does feel just kind of weak compared to what he will be. Can't do big springing jumps. Can't charge up.
All right. The signal from my Spidey tracer is stronger from up here. My compass should lead right to him.
Oh boy. Almost knocked myself off. I'm good. It's all good.
Your swinging days are over!
If I take out that thug, it'll stop the machine gun.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Your swinging days are over!
Oh, I was hoping I could use the machine gun.
I'm already at full health.
I guess that's probably frowned upon. I said earlier that, like, you know, oh hey, now you can play down on the streets, but it looks like that's still very segmented. Like, no, right now this is a rooftop level. That's all I can do. With early games with more, okay,
Don't look down. Don't look down.
that dropped me pretty far before the web caught on, jumped in. A lot of games from this time have not as good NPC AI as modern games do, and it is always kind of a trade-off between like making them too good and making them too bad.
I'm already at full health.
You make them too good and it's like, I guess I wouldn't even say too good because it's just too cautious. Like, something in Metal Gear Solid where it's a stealth game, you can stealth around, but if you are walking in an adjacent room to an enemy, they might like suddenly get suspicious when you know, it could just be their ally. They don't know anything's going wrong yet. So when something like that happens, it's still immersion breaking for a different reason than, you know, for something where you can sprint up to an enemy from behind them and they have no idea you're there.
Something's not right around here.
Trade off either way.
These guys are bent on stopping me from catching that motorcycle. Better take them all out before they hurt someone.
Do they... Is there any proof that they even know about the motorcycle? This is just unrelated goons.
Get him!
I don't know who that was directed to. Is there still another one? Can I use it? Can I use the machine gun? No. Spidey would never use a machine gun.
Whew, that's all of them. Now to find that motorcycle.
Game held my Spidey compass hostage. Oh, come on, come on.
Wonderful.
Alright, well... I guess I'll give them credit then for not letting me swing anywhere. I do have to watch where I'm going and keep a taller building in front of me or nearby. Well, okay, maybe not all the time, because there's nothing there. Like, what's the threshold here? Why can I sometimes swing without too much trouble? And sometimes I don't. Just the emulator crap in the bed? Maybe. It does seem like anytime there's a big open space between buildings, that's when they don't want me to be able to swing. So it's... yeah, it's possible you just need to be
Something's not right around
relatively
here.
close to one of the buildings. There are
These
cases
guys
like
are
that
bent
where I
on
can
stopping
still
me from catching that motorcycle.
I can still
Better
pretty
take them all out
clearly
before they hurt someone.
swing even though there's nothing there for the web to connect to.
Whew, that's all of them. Now to find that motorcycle.
Okay, so now if I stay more over here, even though there was nothing above me, I can still
I'm already
web
at full
swing.
health.
Yeah. Okay.
You're being followed. I know. You go on ahead. I've got something planned.
Okay, but like being followed is still a problem.
Looks like this is the place. Now, I know I have that invite here somewhere. If this were a movie, someone would spring a trap right about now.
It's the goon quintuplets. They keep getting up after I knock them down.
One lone hero against overwhelming odds. Ah, I love being me.
They immediately all forgot I was here.
Your swinging days are over. It's all mine.
Those boxes make great projectiles.
Your swinging days are over.
It,
All eyes on me.
they just
Oh,
think
I
of
feel
me
special.
as swinging.
How many of these guys are there?
Nothing about me having the proportional strength of a spider. Okay, well, oh, there's another guy. Can I? Okay, I can do that.
Look at me go.
Huh? Okay, so I can do like a web yank. Get him to defy gravity.
Can't be too many of them left.
Do wonder how many abilities of Spider-Man's like didn't really have an official name when they were in the comics, but video games do tend to like naming moves and abilities. So like how much of that was once it started being in
Hope
video
you guys
games.
have Galactus hidden somewhere.
Well, you have to have a name for each thing your buttons can do.
I think there's one more left.
Okay, so there's just a count that Spider-Man is keeping track of. Probably jumping right over him and not seeing him, or he's in one of these corners. Oh, there we are. Guess he just was wandering around and made his way back to the middle.
What, no more? Time to get some answers.
Well, the individual levels are going by pretty quick, so...
All right,
something.
Chuckles. You're gonna tell me everything you know.
I ain't telling you spit.
I thought you'd say that. You know, I've never really suspended a man like this before. I hope this web line holds.
Okay. He said something about an airfield. Hangar 18. It's all I know, I swear.
Now there's a good thug. You see? You're not as dumb as you look. Look out!
Get up, wall crawler. I'm not done beating on you yet.
Shocker! Nice to see you too.
You like that, huh? Well, hold still, because you're gonna love this.
I don't know if that's true. For the masked characters like Spider-Man and
You're
Shocker,
getting sloppy,
it works okay, but with the goon that was tied up, you know, clearly they hadn't perfected 3D models yet. It's just a 2D image stretched over a 3D model, the Max Payne style, which is fine. You know, it's what they've got with the restrictions of the technology at the time. You'd think they wouldn't give him so many close-ups to really hammer that fact home.
Shocker, old buddy. Maybe I can yank some boxes on him.
Okay, so I've got a timer. In the form of
Better beat Shocker quickly.
the fire getting to some explosive, I assume, barrels. Okay. Like, I feel like I'm missing something here, like the space between his attacks is such that it seems like I should be attacking after the fourth one.
What happened, Shocker? Did you flunk out of electrician school?
But it starts up so immediately that it's like I can maybe get in one hit. Feels like it won't be enough.
You talk too much.
Come. At least he calmly waits when I get knocked down.
No, you can't have my lunch money. The fire's about to reach those drums.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's it, Shocker. Let it out. Vent! Vent!
I mean, that's one way to go about it, I guess. Oh, getting close. Hey, there we go. Just had to keep plugging away.
I believe that's all the time we have for today. I think we made some real progress today, Shocker. I really do. Hey, when you get to prison, remember to share your feelings with the group, okay? Let's see. What was it that Thug said? Hangar 18, right? There's a Hangar 18 at the airfield. I don't need pointy ears and a cape to figure out that this is probably another heist.
Are there any hangars anywhere other than the airfield? That's right, they call me A. There was also some save issues in the last game, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Rolling blackout, still affecting city. Warehouse explodes. Shocker arrested. Oh, well then, I guess game over. We finished Shocker's plan. Oh no, right, Electro's a different guy. It's basically the same name. Electro Shocker.
So where did they come from?
Now they got RPGs.
Hey there, Spidey fans. These guys look like they're up to no good. Well, luckily Spidey's on the scene to make them realize the error of their ways. But watch out, Webhead. This time you may be in over your head.
I guess I should
That
just
tip I got
fucking
from the
quit
Shocker's
then.
goon said there's something going down at the airfield tonight. If I hurry, I can just make it.
Overall, this does play pretty similarly to that first Spider-Man game. Not first, but the first one in this canon. This is a sequel to. You know, you gotta get web canisters for the web, including when you swing. You know, pretty simplistic fighting combat controls. The addition of being able to be on the ground isn't really like, it's just a different type of environment that you might fight
There's
some people in.
Spider-Man. Arm the bomb and clear out.
Oh, it's a bomb. Okay, seconds later.
A bomb! Something this size could take out a whole city block. Better find the mercenaries and figure out how to turn it off.
Alright.
That bomb had slots that looked like they were made for keys. If I can find them, I can probably disarm the bomb.
Okay, so the compass is just pointing to the bomb. And there we go. It was not letting me look elsewhere. How can I go down here? Aha! I hear a dog barking. There don't seem to be any dogs that are in this game.
I always wanted a red key.
Alright, got the red key. This is very, like, Quake, early Doom. Red key, blue key, etc. Do I need to get all of them in the time limit? Because Not looking like that's gonna happen.
One down,
Okay.
3 to go.
Good, I get more time. Because that was gonna be a problem.
Now or never, Spidey.
Okay, well, if there's no indication of where they are, it isn't gonna go well. This is where the other guys were, right? Yeah, okay. Swinging is not very fast. Come on. Rotating the camera is a chore. Where the hell are these guys? Because the farther we get from the bomb, the less likely it seems that I'm even in the right place. So I worry this is the kind of thing where I'm just going to be stuck for a little bit. Oh, here's someone. Oh, come on.
Your slinging days are over!
And he's got nothing. Okay. Pretty sure that's still just pointing me to the bomb. Can I activate it to tell me where to go? No. And the Spidey compass just becomes pointless.
Get him! Anyone looking for a blue key?
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to get farther and farther away every time and keep a very sharp eye out.
That's 2. We're halfway there.
Wherever the enemies might be.
This neighborhood's a maze.
But the camera is not very cooperative here. So I am not super confident in my ability to do that. I guess this is one of those things where I feel like I'm just gonna have to look up where they are because it's not. There we go.
Your slinging days are over!
Not super
You
easy
didn't
to
need this
figure that
green
out.
key, did you?
And there's the green key, and now do I go all the way back because I don't have much time, or can I find the yellow key in time? Is it worth the risk? There's a guy. Come on, there's a few guys, this must be it. But Spidey moves real slow.
You're dead, do-gooder!
All right.
There we go.
The yellow key.
Alright, let's go. Got 45 seconds to get there. A little more hustle, Spidey. It's like any sense of urgency. They didn't put a sprint button in. Because this is a cool Spidey, a laid-back Spidey. A Spidey that can let a bomb blow up. That's okay. He's just having a chill time. Come on.
3 magical keys.
He's lost it. Huzzah!
Looks like my hunch was right. Now to see what these guys are up to.
This is out of your pay grade.
This is getting
Early
serious.
90s Spidey.
Wait a minute. That looks like the same briefcase that Shocker stole. If I can get this one, I bet I'll figure out what's going on here.
The cops will be here soon. When they show, make sure they have a good time.
They're gonna ambush the cops, and with some pretty heavy gear as well. I better hurry and take those machine guns out.
Oh, better hurry. Better save those cops, Spidey.
What a mess! The cops are on their way. If I don't whip up these machine guns, they're gonna be in for a rough night.
So do I have to, or...
I need to take out all 6 machine guns. Better not let them see me.
Does that do it? Do I just need to web them up? Don't need to destroy them? Peripheral vision is not a strength of any game on the PlayStation.
It's 3 down, 3 to go.
You're dead, do-gooder!
He's all mine.
This is like a whole. I mean, it's not huge, but it's a fortress. This is basically a fortress, just in New York on the airfield, I guess.
You should have called for backup!
Uh-oh. Did I get them all? I thought there was still... Yeah, that one. Not yet, please. Almost there.
Adding this Freon to my webbing should make it freeze, just like ice.
From where? Where did Freon come from? What happened?
Whoa! Hey!
Take that, spider freak.
You tied up the pilot? Good. Now let's get out of here.
Quick, Spider Lad. You stop the plane, and I'll get the bad guys. Oh, wait. I don't have a sidekick. I guess a handy-dandy Spider Tracer will have to do while I rescue the pilot.
Spider-Man, there's no one here for your bits. That was just time wasted. And worth it.
That plane's out of control. Maybe I can use my webbing to stop it. I've got to clear these barrels out of the way. I've got to clear these barrels out of the way.
Seems like the barrels might also stop it. Kinda...
The plane is gonna blow if I don't clear a path for it.
Oops. Okay, sorry, am I clearing a path for it or trying to stop it? Kree invasion fleet spotted around Neptune. That's no good. Another miraculous breakthrough for Stark Solutions. Wonder what he's up to. And game over. Okay.
Whoa! Hey!
He did not roll into cover. He just rolled to a different spot that was equally in their line of sight.
You tied up the pilot? Good. Now let's get out of here.
That plane's out of control. Maybe I can use my webbing to stop it.
Okay, look, if it's going that fast...
The plane is gonna blow if I don't clear a path for it.
I'm not entirely sure what's supposed to be going on here. What else is new, right? Okay, it just crashes elsewhere. What's the game here?
Whoa! That plane's out of control. Maybe I
Like,
can
if I
use
get
my
in front of
webbing
it,
to
it's gonna
stop it.
knock me down like that. If I get even close to it, it's like there's a
I've got to clear these barrels out of the way.
hitbox for that.
I've got to clear these barrels out of the way.
Okay, so webbing it up must cause it to turn. But I need to web it up on both propellers slightly before getting either of them all the way, maybe? Unclear.
That plane's out of control. Maybe I can use my webbing to stop it.
The plane's not out of control, it's just going somewhere I don't want it to go.
The plane is gonna blow if I don't clear a path for it. The plane is gonna blow if I don't clear a path for it.
Alright, Spidey, well... maybe. Come on, come on. No, come on, no.
The plane. Please make sure your seats and tray tables are in their full and upright positions.
Okay, I'm not sure how it wanted me to handle that. It seemed like I was supposed to move the barrels, but I don't know how
Rise
that
and
was
shine, Captain.
an option.
Okay, now that the pilot's safe, I have to get to that helicopter. I just hope whoever's behind this isn't one of those island base in the middle of nowhere types. I don't have that much web fluid.
Oh, brother.
The signal from my Spidey tracer is getting weaker. I better move before I lose it completely.
These chase type levels where you have to keep a certain distance or keep from a character getting a certain distance away. They can be kind of, I don't know, prone to being too hard, I guess. I'm not sure how best to describe it. Just
the old trusty
it's a place I tend to run
armor.
into glitches or just bad controls from an older game. Come on, come on.
Wonderful.
That was just me not paying enough attention to where I was going. Got too far away from the buildings, I think. But, yeah, the clunky controls. With fights, that can be an issue, especially if...
Rocket launchers! A little overkill, don't you think?
Especially if an enemy is able to, like, stun lock you for an extended period of time. It can be where you can't win. In chases, similarly, if whoever you're chasing gets too far ahead, and then you run into just a corner of a building that
Spidey armor.
you keep getting caught on, or something like this happens where I'm not going the direction I want, and it takes a long time to get back to how I want to be moving. Come on, come on.
Wonderful.
Or you keep falling in places like this, which is less a function of the chase than just it being the rooftop areas, but...
Rocket launchers! A little overkill, don't you think?
This is not undoable yet, but it is a little annoying.
You should have called for backup! You're dead, do-gooder!
I feel compelled to grab the armor, the white suit, even though this isn't really a combat level so far. Should I just... Ooh, they're shooting rockets at me. I was gonna say, is this where they want me to use the aim and web? Will let me do so uninterrupted? No, it won't. But luckily the whoever I'm chasing is not actually getting significantly farther away. The signal is fine. Which, could be God, the worst place for a guard to be posted.
Wonderful.
Oh my god. Okay. Gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. That's all.
Rocket launchers! A little overkill, don't you think?
Yeah, that time it wasn't jumping when I was trying to make him jump. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm glad I'm not playing on normal or hard. I don't feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, Black Cat's not bad either.
Shut up, man.
Get him!
My default is, for most games, a first playthrough to just play whatever the default difficulty is, the normal, medium, whatever it is. Because I like to get the experience that they seem to want the game to be. I'll typically only swap to easy, or whatever easier difficulty, if I'm having trouble with a particular part, or if I'm kind of not enjoying the game for some reason, and I just want to, get through the rest of it, but don't really care about it being on the same difficulty. And hard, I'll usually save for just like, a game I have already played through, and want to do some sort of challenge for myself. Whether that's just getting a trophy for playing it on hard, or just kind of the personal satisfaction. Signal strength is real strong, so it seems like I'm on top of them. I hope I don't get shot off the building. That would really suck.
Get him!
I was going to complain about how many cranes there are everywhere, but is that just New York? Is that just what you guys have to deal with there? Just constantly building new skyscrapers on top of the old skyscrapers? Well, they're at least kind of primitive RPGs. They're not too much of a threat. They're an annoyance, at least. They do kind of look like toys.
Spidey's hot on the trail, and this time it looks to have led him to the train yards. Well, things look quiet now, but evil is afoot, and it's up to our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to ferret out evil where it lay.
This place looks like a prison complex. There are guards everywhere. No doubt they're all Hammerhead's men. Well, I don't want to alert the whole place, so I better play this one quiet and sneaky.
Too late. Too late. Not gonna happen. Weapons hot. Ooh, a collectible comic.
Haha, look what I found.
Okay, do those do anything? This is starting to remind me of Blade. The other big property to have a story-based
You should have called for backup!
single-player campaign so far for the PlayStation. Are they supposed to be numbers? I do them in the right order. Oh, thought that was a hole for a second. It's just a puddle, just a reflection. Nice little illusion. Cop's holding a machine gun and he went to kick me. This is where I was. This isn't where I was earlier, right? I mean, it can't be because there's still guards here. I don't think they're respawning that quickly. But also, don't know where to go or what to do. That looks different. Reset. Oh, that's something. And that's something.
Nuts! Electronic doors! I'll have to turn on the power to open them.
I could just go over them. I could just go over them, right, Spidey? No? No, it's not this time. Alright.
That didn't seem to work. Maybe the right combination of breakers will turn on the power.
Yeah.
Ow! Smarts!
Okay, so I'm turning on the power. So I need 1 and 4, I guess, to be activated, would be my guess. That just does 2 and 3, so that doesn't help. Alright, so this one does 3 and 4, so now I need...
Bingo!
Okay, it'll show
Good thing I've been trained for this. Kill me. Let's move on, shall we?
I was worried I was going to just have to memorize it, but that'll be okay. How did I just not get this guy earlier? Surely they don't come back. Now I need 1 and 3. And then I think back in the area I just was, there was one that would just do 2. Come on. Would you look at that? Okay, so maybe they are just respawning every time I leave the area, which is a choice.
Well, as Edison said when he discovered electricity, ow!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I bet all these guys are on Hammerhead's payroll.
Yeah, you said that earlier, Spidey.
Wonder if Hammerhead provides his goons with medical and dental.
I don't know. Are you considering a job change? I'm gonna pause for just a second. Just to have a little piece of candy. Okay, where were we?
Come on.
My Spidey compass is active again, but it is pointing me in a direction I don't think I can go. Oh, it can go over the gate now.
Come on. I'm already at full health.
Not sure why I couldn't before. Kinda seems like what Spidey's best at is vertical movement in an environment.
There's got to be a control switch here somewhere.
Could it be in the power room? It could.
He's all mine. Get him! Come on. Ah, this looks like the control room.
You'd think they'd be more careful about shooting around the presumably important equipment, but controller is not responding. Looks like it just lost connection for a second. One more. I may need to reset the emulator real quick. Hey, there we go. Give it another second to load up. There we go. All right.
Nuts! That door's jammed.
Ah, gee whiz. What the heck am I supposed to do then?
A lot of guards here for the night shift. Seems like I'm always missing my train.
Third guy just had no situational awareness. Through number 7, right? Am I supposed to just go over here and meet it around the other side, I guess?
Get him! I can't carry any more cartridges.
Well, fine. Oh yeah, I forgot the, just a little hint about Freon. Now I can freeze things.
Get him!
Come on. Come on.
You should have called for backup!
Which now freezes their legs in ice, it looks like. Oh, their whole body. Yeah, I think they're just dead then.
There's the train.
Don't need number 6.
Oh, great. More guards.
Okay, so that's just like a trap that I'm not supposed to fall for.
Come on.
But like the video game player in me just wants to check and see if there are secrets over there, which I guess there might be. No, it's just a path through. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
a minute here. That guy has a case too. Bet they're responsible for that train robbery. What's so important about those cases? Huh? Mother...
Careful, Spidey. This is rated E for everyone.
Can't miss that train.
I get to chase the train and fight Sandman at the same time? That doesn't seem like it'll work very well. Oh, I'm running from Sandman.
You'll never catch that train!
Can't you find someone else to play with?
Maybe.
I've heard about running into a brick wall, but this is ridiculous.
Where are you running to? You'll never catch that train!
I'm running to catch that train is where I'm running to, so... Fighting him doesn't seem to be the way to go.
Hold still, punk!
Throwing stuff at him, maybe, though.
Where are you running to? You'll never catch that train! Hold still, punk!
Is that just to distract him long enough to destroy the wall? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, come on. Gotta hurry, he's getting his health back. Not delay him very long. Honestly.
How many of these things do you have?
Come on. Oh.
Hold still, punk!
It auto targets Sandman if he's in the way.
Did you think you could lose me? Did you think you could lose me?
I'm working on it.
Sand in the tights. This stuff chafes.
Did you think you could lose me? No way am I letting you go!
If I can just reach that train.
No way am I letting you go!
I thought for a second he said, fucking just reach that train. Come on, let me get there. Okay.
All aboard!
I was worried I was not going to make it. So I didn't beat Sandman, just kind of got away from him.
Hey!
Was that the beetle?
The beetle? What do you have to do with this?
Times change, Spider-Man. I do what I have to.
Oh!
Some other time, Spider Jerk.
Whoa. And what's this? Looks like Spiderella's going to the ball.
It's an orgy for the Sinister Six. Yeah, I was surprised to see Beetle. I honestly can't really think of anything else I've seen the Beetle in. Comic-wise, video game, movie. The only reason I even know who he is and recognize the costume is because there's a version of the Beetle in Superior Foes of Spider-Man, but it's, I think, the daughter of this one. So similar costume, but different person. Blackouts continue. Power companies remain silent. Spider-Man wanted for questioning in technology heist. Science and industry ball to commence tonight. Gun battle at Hammer's Head train yards. Was that supposed to be Hammerheads, or is his train yards called Hammer's Head? Also, he wasn't even there. He wasn't the boss to be dealt with.
We are close to our goal, gentlemen. The device you see before you allows an average citizen's body energy to power a city block. In my hands, that power would be limitless. We need Dr. Watts to finish the device. Only she knows where to find the missing piece.
Yeah, plans and speeches are all well and good, but I think you're forgetting about one thing. Spider-Man.
I've already prepared for that eventuality. Let me introduce our insurance
There's
policy.
Hammerhead. And Beetle.
Enthusiasms, enthusiasms. What are mine? What is it which gives me joy? Destroying Spider-Man. A man stands alone, facing the web slinger. This is the time for what? For individual achievement. But in a mob? Part of a team. Tomorrow night, the good doctor will be attending the Science and Industry Ball. I'm gonna get the doctor myself. But I get nowhere unless the team takes out Spider-Man. Spider-Man!
Okay, really thought he was gonna Al Capone a guy.
Hammerhead and his thugs have stormed the ball. The people are frightened, and some have even been taken hostage. It looks like Spidey's gonna have his hands full, finding the doctor and keeping everyone safe. Good luck, Webhead!
Here we go.
What are you doing? Help me!
Oh no, there's someone trapped in that elevator. I'd better find the controls.
No, please no.
Oh, sorry. Nothing I can do. Do wonder, what was Hammerhead like a big villain around this time? Because it just kind of seems like they liked using him for video games so that you would have to fight some, 1920s style goons.
I bet this will take me to the controls.
Ah, almost got it.
I'm already at... That elevator looks unstable. Better secure it somehow.
It does look a bit unstable.
Wonderful.
Yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Oh, yeah.
We are close to our goal, gentlemen.
What are you doing? Help me!
So I guess having web on
No,
my hands is
there's
supposed
someone
to
trapped in that elevator.
make
I'd
me
better find the
stronger.
controls.
Which just seems like not how that would work. Just make them stickier. He'd be less pleasant to fight. You'd want to stop fighting Spider-Man because every time he hits you, you just gonna
That
get
elevator looks
stuck.
unstable. Better secure it somehow.
Okay. I will target this time. I can face the right direction.
There, that should hold the elevator. Now to free the person inside.
Should it hold the elevator? This hapless James Bond. Okay. Come on. Not the direction I want to go. Go up. I mean, at least I assume... Maybe I am just supposed to keep going there, but... Okay, well, this featureless elevator that he was trapped in. I got it that time. Alright. So what's down there? Is there something? Nope. Don't want to fall to my death in an elevator shaft. I don't want to get Emilio Estevez'd in Mission Impossible.
What are you doing?
Hey, who dresses you guys anyway? Hobgoblin?
Good one, Spidey.
Uh-oh. Looks like these guys have hostages. Better be careful.
2 of 5 hostages safe. Did the guy in the elevator not count?
Uh-oh. Hostages. Those goons won't see me on the ceiling.
Oh, thank you, Spider-Man.
Not even dealing with it. Just get on out of here.
Run away!
Looks like that's everyone. Now to find the next floor.
Safe on this floor. Okay. Ah. I gotta... see, this is like a neat mechanic they've added, but it's annoying to actually pull off. And in some ways kind of a downgrade. I got lucky there, but in the first game there were also vents you could jump up into, but the grate would be on the floor immediately below the vent, so you could know exactly where to stand.
Hey, you!
Well, at least they're not just shooting the hostages when they see me.
Hey, you!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing, Spider-Man? Come on. Come on. Just yank the door. Yanking is down and triangle at the same time. And down is also how I turn around, so it's frequently not working very well. I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to do that here. That's just typically been the solution of if there's something in my way. Okay, impact.
Run away!
Impact web, is how to deal with these doors, I guess. Which is up and triangle. I also have to get close enough to the guy to
Spider-Man.
convince him that he's safe. It's okay to stop peeing your pants now. There's not even anyone in here with them.
Thanks, Spidey.
Well, that's the last of them. Time to find Hammerhead.
Good old Hammerhead.
Better start making sense, lady. Zeus says what?
Just 6 of you against 1 woman? That seems a bit unfair. Unless that happens to be Electra, in which case you're toast.
Come on!
Yeah, come on. What am I paying you fools for? Don't just stand there! After her! Don't know where you think you're going.
I was just gonna see if they had any more of those Empire State Building snow globes. Hey, do you want one?
This is just gonna be like the Rhino fight. Just he's gonna charge me with his head, his adamantium forehead.
You're toast, do-gooder.
Yes, basically.
You're toast,
Okay,
do-gooder.
he is quite fast.
You're toast, do-gooder.
Okay, he can pick me up and headbutt me as well.
None of your meddling.
He doesn't like stun himself if I let him run into a wall. That's usually how this kind of a boss fight would go.
None of your meddling.
I can't change the camera angle at all.
None of your
Oh, there we go.
None of your meddling. None of your meddling.
What is he even saying? I cannot tell.
None of your meddling. It's curtains for you.
Oh, that worked.
Knock it off.
Okay, so I do need to get him to run into the wall. It just didn't work the first couple of times. For some reason.
Better start making sense, lady. You're toast, do-gooder.
Okay, yeah, he just, isn't always gonna run into a wall, I guess. Just kinda...
None of your meddling. You're toast, do-gooder.
He's saying none of your meddling? Come on. Come try to run into me.
None of your meddling. You're toast, do-gooder. None of your
I don't know
meddling.
how I can consistently get him
You're
to
toast,
run
do-gooder.
into a wall or something.
None of your
just-
meddling. None of your
Unless
meddling.
I'm right up against the wall. And even then, it's more likely he's just gonna grab me.
None of your meddling. None of your meddling.
If I jump too soon, he
You're toast, do-gooder.
dodges. Or like, he just
You're
stops.
toast, do-gooder.
What the hell am I supposed to do here?
Time to
Do I need
die.
to web him up? Does that blind him and that makes it so that he can run into something? See, I can't zip to the ceiling fast enough. I guess that was a new headline. I didn't check it.
Better start making sense, lady. Zeus is...
Play nice, Hammy.
You're toast, do-gooder.
There we go.
Knock it off.
So focusing more on moving to the side
None of your meddling.
of where he's gonna hit. Okay, unless I get stuck, but no, that worked.
Knock it off. You're toast, do-gooder.
Alright, well,
Knock
that
it off.
simplifies things.
Play nice, Hammy. I can see my house from here.
So Hammerhead is just Timu Juggernaut, basically.
You should try watching where you're going.
Knock it off.
Did you hurt yourself? There. I hope that holds him. Because there's still a damsel in distress that needs rescuing.
Come on, Spidey.
What the?
Don't be that
Maybe
guy.
that woman was Electra. What's this? First Hammerhead and now Sandman's back. And what do they want with the doctor? I know she works at Biotech. I've seen her there with Connors before. Maybe he knows what this is all about. Come on, Doc. Boy, it sounds like Connors is in some real trouble. I really need to limit myself to one rescue a day.
Okay, so am I just going to deal with the lizard separately from this whole main plot? Like, they didn't recruit the lizard, he's just also becoming a lizard. Science and industry ball ruined. Spider-Man on the rampage. Noted scientist Dr. Watts kidnapped. Technology thefts still a mystery. Vampires in New York City? Who or what is a Blade?
Central Tower, code red.
Just buzzing them like Maverick buzzing the tower.
Here it is, Spidey fans. The quintessential high-tech research lab. The pinnacle of modern technology. The apex of human thought and achievement. But behind the shiny exterior is a company working on diabolical experiments and techno-organic wonders of the future. Black market research done by unassuming pawns, guarded by state-of-the-art robotic sentries. Little human life toils in these halls.
So, don't feel bad about
Uh-oh, those robots damaged the boiler. I need to shut it down before it ruptures.
blowing them up entirely. Okay. That seems like a thing to press. No? Okay. Where were those robots? Also not the right place. Okay. And there's one of the drones. Yeah, that works.
I'm already at full health. These... I bet I can get into the rest of the complex through the air vent. But if I don't turn off those turbines, I'll be spider puree. That should be the control room. I'll need to shut down those lasers to get there.
Was the boiler a problem? Seemed like I was worried about that exploding and... No. Okay, so, yeah. Alright. I'm not going crazy. It just, the game does not give any sense of urgency.
Here it is.
Yeah. So that's...
Uh-oh, those robots damaged the boiler. I need to shut it down before it ruptures.
Okay, do I just need to... Where is this? Do I just... Nope. Thought maybe I needed to web the steam part, but, that's not the case.
What, another one? Better move fast.
Okay. Let me guess, a third one.
Ah, there's always one more, isn't there? Looks like that was the last one. Now to find out what's going on here.
Phew. I really wanted to show off their ability to make puddles.
These things are huge. They must control the cooling system for the whole complex. I bet I can get into the rest of the complex through the air vent. But if I don't turn off those turbines, I'll be spider puree. That should be the control room. I'll need to shut down those lasers to get there.
Okay, we gotta shut down the lasers to get to the control room, shut down the turbines to get to another part of the facility. Just a series of gates.
I need to get all 3 actuators in a close pattern to turn off the lasers. The center area must be where I need to combine them.
Interesting. I was holding it down like I needed to time it all 3 of them, but you can just press it. What am I supposed to do with this guy? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess I thought the lasers were going to be more complicated, but there we go.
I bet this room controls those turbines out there.
It's a weird little graphical glitch there. There's something showing up on the floor that's clearly just the door underneath or something.
Bingo!
Both off?
There! That did it. Now to see where those vents go.
Don't actually know where they go. Could have been both not necessary and possibly dangerous to turn those off.
Come out to the coast. Have a few laughs.
Very nice. Okay, I could have just turned one of them off, I guess. Though maybe it would have been too windy in here otherwise.
I'm already at full health. There must be some information here about where Dr. Connors is. Let me see. Bingo! He's in the Special Projects Lab Central Tower. Looks like I need to head in that direction. The switch must be in the security room.
Now I have electric webs, I guess. What do you say? The security room? Is that? No, it is unlocked. Oh. Well, see, that's a little bit of a problem.
Another laser grid? Where's the trust, people? I mean, really?
Well, it's no entrapment. It is impossible to fight these things. But I can electrocute them.
That takes care of the door.
Anything else to do here? What does this do? Just turn off the buzzing? Oh, is it the, Well, that's nice. Okay.
This place is gigantic. From the looks of all this electricity around me, this must be the main power conduit for all of biotech.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Force fields. There must be a switch around here that turns them off.
Okay, should I try to shoot that switch through the force field? Doesn't seem like an option. Do I jump over the edge and pray? Sure doesn't seem like where I should be heading. But also I can't
Wonderful.
Can't see well enough to know for sure is what I was going to say, but yeah, it really doesn't want me being out there, I guess. Having the webbing under the arms and not letting me use them is just... Why are we here?
This place is gigantic. From the looks of all this electricity around me, this must be the main power conduit for all of biotech.
I just wasn't really paying attention that I should be going up here. These are not good controls for platforming. And so it makes me nervous. Well, okay. I guess I can survive the electricity as long as I don't fall. It's just... hard to avoid completely. I thought I could recover, but nope. Okay. All right. Well, I wonder if this would be a good time to use the aim and swing method. I can't tell if I'm just getting unlucky, or if the platforms are a place that the lightning always hits, or if it's to punish me for taking too long. Could be any of those things. But it is working out to use this method. Well, it was. Yeah, okay, so it seems like it's just kind of a punishment for being on the walls or trying to swing through there. That's the impression I'm getting. It's just to keep you on the right track. Or, you know, to keep you using the platforms, I should say. First time I've been able to land on it directly. Usually just swing into the side like that. Okay, so it is making electricity even in other contexts. That was close.
I'm already at full health.
Yeah.
I'm already at full health.
Okay, calm down. Like we're getting a glimpse of what Spider-Man's gonna be like when he's 70. Gotta take a breather every time. Come on. Knew it was gonna happen.
That took care of one of them. There must be a switch for each door.
Okay. I have to go all the way back down the same way because that was a nightmare. Can I see down there? Oh, it's right below me. Nice. Thank God. Okay.
Well, that seemed to do the trick.
I mean, it opened a door.
Drone generators. Have to take them out before they take me out.
Have they been a direct threat yet? Seems like they just... I can go into them. Just trying to avoid the force field, but... It seemed like it should hurt from the top of it falling down for me, but I'm not sure if that's doing damage or if it's just getting shot by the guys with the drones at the same time. Impact web is the best way to take them down, it seems. They just are very difficult to punch or kick. Good impact.
That took care of the second field.
How do you know that, Spidey?
Laser turrets. They don't skip on the security around here. If I play it right, I can get those lasers to fire and destroy each other. That should overload the force field and give me access to the switch.
Awfully confident. How do I get you to see? Okay, there we go. They are doing some damage to me. Okay, how can I get them both? Okay, well that's not the right way to do it. How can I get them both to attack each other? Because it seemed like getting right in the middle of two of them was not a good idea. But if I do it the way I was doing it, then one will be left up. But maybe I can just punch that one. Maybe I can punch any of them, and it's just... it wants me to...
This place...
Do I have to... Oh, Jesus
Great.
Christ.
Force fields. There must be a switch around here that turns them off.
Can I climb up? Can I be fast enough? I'm guessing no, but here we go. Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. No, come on. Oh, no, 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 no.
That took care of one of them.
Okay.
Must be a switch for each door.
That was a bit faster. Which, I guess to that point, I'm going to save this within the emulator. Just do a save state. Should pop back up. Why has it not done so? There we go. Okay.
Well, that seemed to do the trick.
Well, that's annoying, but at least I didn't have to do the whole swinging to dodge the
Drone
electricity
generator.
bit.
That took care of the second field.
Coming up on 2 hours, I'll probably call it for the night soon. If I can get to another boss fight before too long, I can get through that. That'll be a nice way to wrap it up. Okay, I mean, get them to shoot each other. I'd like to do it without them also shooting me. Okay, so I could always blow them up myself if I needed to. What was the next thing I'm supposed to do here? Ah. Doesn't even... nothing to say that time. No more quips. He's so tired. Going up this time.
Why can't these things get easier instead of harder? Maybe that terminal can give me a clue.
Maybe it can. There's just little mini battle tanks.
What do we have here? Those must be heat sensors on the drones. If I can raise the heat in here to match my body temperature, I'll be invisible to their sensors.
Interesting theory. Not really sure what I'm doing here. If I make it too hot, is it gonna hurt me? Also, with the laser there, it doesn't really matter if they see me or not because I can't get through. I can press square or circle to change between containment. I don't really know what that means because the temperature changes the same either way. Oh, is that just to turn it on or not?
Great. This one has 3 switches and an oscillating force field. If I time my web shooters right, I should be able to fire through right when it's down.
Okay. I guess I dropped out of the right temperature there. God, it is hard to aim consistently without doing it manually, and that's its own kind of annoying. And it's trying to lock on to the little tank guys, so it makes it even harder to aim for what I want. Not to mention that risk. Could just go around and blow them all up. Do one and then go turn it up again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go, 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 go. They're coming. I'm gonna go ahead and save it again. I don't want to deal with that again. Thankfully, there have been no major glitches like with the Venom chase in the first game that really screwed me up and I had to start the game over. So, you know, glad I didn't need to use kit mode. Though, like, I'm still glad
Onwards and upwards
that I am using easy mode, because I don't need that.
Nice. Shaft, lasers, electric fields, huge, crushing iron doors. That's just what I need. Yep, just what I need.
Who built this place? First, those things kind of look like something targetable. Oh, I thought I could climb up. Okay. Okay, it's a little annoying how they do do that, where you can just get stuck pushing one direction on the control stick as you go in two different directions. I don't even know what this is supposed to, like, represent. Like, is that within this world, is that a computer monitor that someone can read? Is that just highly excitable gases like neon, but they are in this weird grid pattern? I don't know. Also just generally going upwards without much else to go on. Which is proving less troublesome than I expected, but now... Is there something right above me? Okay, now if I time it right, do I get to go up higher? No. No, it does not want me to do that. I'm looking for anything to interact with, I guess, at this point. Can you change the camera, Spidey? That looks like something. Great. Lovely. Whew. Come on, do something. There we go. Now, what did that actually do? Did it turn off the electricity at the very top? Or can I just not see it from down here?
My hunch was right, but that turned on more defensive measures.
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, well, that hurts. Aha. Well, now I can get up here. Be able to go straight up to that platform. It's a little slow, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, so they're not... Alright, well, I wonder how far that's going to send me back, and it might end up being easier to just reload my save state, but we'll see.
Nice. Shaft, lasers, electric fields, huge.
No, this is the best place to start still. Unfortunately. faster.
My hunch was right, but that turned on more defensive measures.
Oh no. Okay, this one did get me pretty bad last time, so I guess I shouldn't mock it. Okay, wow, that was very unhelpful. Is there another one? Still just seems like the best place to aim for. I guess, actually. There we go. Damn it. I can still keep climbing on it. Come on, go, go, go. Why? It's like he just decides to stop. He reverses course at that point. I'm trying to climb up. There we go. Whew, that was a close one. Okay. Oh god, this is starting to piss me off, honestly. Yeah, that'll kill him. That makes sense. And this is the kind of thing that I talk about when I say, like, these games are frustrating more than they are challenging. It's not the traps even, it's the controls. Because when I'm hanging on a ceiling and I want to move around to this side, it'll mess you up very easily. You press, you know, if the camera's facing this out like this, then you can hold up. That seems to work a little better. But if you are on the ceiling facing towards the camera, you have to press down to come towards yourself. And
my hunch was right, but that turned on more defensive measures.
And so you end up having to, like, press down and then up. You have to time it just right. It's a whole thing, and you just end up getting stuck, unable to do anything. I guess the best strategy is to angle it so you're facing away from the camera. Oh, come on. And then, yeah, the camera kind of curves with you as you go up. Alright, at this point I might just try to get past this level, this series of traps. I'm also going to go ahead and save just to a backup save slot just in case, because I don't want to have to do this again. But also I'm not at full health, so I can definitely do better if I need to. Just waiting for the screen to pop back up. Which should happen any second. There we go. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Okay. I think it just let me cling to the wall for a second and then let me drop. I'm gonna try this earlier. There we go, at least. I can't go straight up, apparently. Faster. There we go. Might be some drones there. Nope, just pipes.
4 more to go.
Oh my god, you say 4? Ugh. Nightmare. Where are you? Oh boy. At least I got the hang of getting up onto those platforms, more or less. Yeah, I was worried that was going to happen. And also, not entirely sure how to avoid it. I guess I have to just get up there. Okay. Oh my god. But good thing I saved it moments ago. Come on. Game should start up again. I mean, it's going. I think you can hear it probably, but I don't know why it is not appearing. There we go. Okay. Starting back from here. That's gonna kill me even. Okay. Alright, as soon as I have it loaded, I'm just gonna keep going. I don't think there's any reason to wait too much longer. How's it working anyway? Good. Lucky, maybe. Except I didn't do the buttons. I have to do the buttons, so it doesn't matter. And because of the lasers, I keep dying anyway. Kind of wobbling back and forth. Come on.
4 more to go.
If I don't find any health up here, problem. Well, I'm going to save it again because these parts have been frustrating and I don't want to have to do them any more than I have to. Nice health back. Let that go. Lasers tend to be in more or less the same pattern, it seems.
2 more!
Alright, 2 more. Which, why not save it again real quick? It's the same traps over and over again, so once you figure it out, you got it. What the hell is this place? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now up to this spot. After the crushing doors, let them do their thing, get out of the way. Alright, get some more help. Oh, that was a bad move. Okay. Alright. Now what else is new? At least I know how to get through these traps. Almost with my eyes closed at this point. Which is not a fun or useful skill to have. It's useful for me today. And hopefully never again. Sure, that'll work. Wait, was this... Did I fall down 2 levels? No. Okay. Come on, press it.
That does it! Now all I have to do is get to that door. Oh, great! More drones! As if there weren't enough going on in this place.
At least the drones don't take much to destroy. What door am I looking for? I'm guessing it's above there somewhere. was close. Looks like there might be a door up there. Let me out. Okay, perfect. If this is straight into a boss fight, I'll do it.
Wow.
Otherwise...
Maybe this wasn't the lizard. This amount of damage would do the Hulk proud. Now come on, Doc. Give me a sign here. Let me know you're okay. Relax!
Okay, so he wasn't becoming the lizard in this, he was just having a lizard moment.
I can't fight the lizard, not if there's a chance to bring Dr. Connors back. These containers must hold the ingredients to the antidote Dr. Connors was working on. If I combine them, I could use my web spinners to inject the lizard and bring the doc back.
Reformulator vents. Okay. Okay, so a very simple puzzle.
One down, 2 to go.
Formulation, Bat 1. Spawning.
Oh yeah! Yeah, those walls are just as hard as I thought.
Okay, and then do I use my web because it said to use my web shooters?
Why couldn't the doc experiment with bunny DNA? Had to be a lizard.
Not super easy to get a clear shot on him, especially in like tight corners. Okay, he immediately breaks out of that.
Tell you one thing, I'm not paying for this mess.
I'm a little confused on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Barely really getting there. Yeah. What's the plan here? What does the game want me to do? Barely taking away his health with direct attacks. Getting close to him is generally a bad idea, it seems. What do you want from me? Trying to throw something at him, but he's not giving me a chance to like interact with anything, basically. That just hurt me more than him. Chemicals don't seem to be working out for me. Being in this room is just getting electrocuted. Wow. Great aim. I feel like I'm supposed to be interacting with something to finish off that puzzle. See what happens if I restart. I had hoped to be done by now.
I can't fight the lizard. Not if there's a chance to bring Dr. Connors back. These containers must hold the ingredients to the antidote Dr. Connors was working on. If I combine them, I could use my web spinners to inject the lizard and bring the doc back.
It's not working. My controller is not responding again. Great.
Formulation that
Okay,
one.
so-
Spawning.
Oh yeah! Yeah, those walls are just as hard as I thought.
Okay, well, it's just not letting me do anything, so... Yeah, that's not super fun when that happens. Did that do it? Just keep backing out and coming back in? Okay, so... Let's try it again, but I'll do the puzzle real fast, I guess. Because that's kind of what it seemed like was happening.
I can't fight the lizard. Not if there's a chance to bring Dr. Connors back. These containers must hold the ingredients to the antidote Dr. Connors was working on. If I combine them, I could use my web spinners to inject the lizard and bring the doc back.
Don't understand why my controller keeps disconnecting. It shouldn't have a low battery. Like, it's not turning off, it's just momentarily disconnecting each time. Coming out and back
One
in
down, 2 to go.
does seem to fix it. Just not super convenient. And it... I want to try to do it and complete them all before the lizard comes in. I don't know if that's the solution, but it's not even letting me try to find out, so...
I can't fight the lizard. Not if there's a chance to bring Dr. Connors back. These containers must hold the ingredients to the antidote Dr. Connors was working on. If I combine them, I could use my web spinners to inject the lizard and bring the doc back.
Okay, so did I do it?
Formulation that one. Spawning.
Oh yeah! Yeah, those walls are just as hard as I thought.
Okay, so now... So that's...
Why couldn't the doc experiment with bunny DNA? Had to be a lizard. Tell you one thing, I'm not paying for this mess.
What vats? It's still just very unclear. Can you reach me on the ceiling? I guess I haven't. Yes. Yes, he can. Okay. Like, I didn't think there was any reason he shouldn't be able to, but... Oh, is that the chemicals? Okay. Well, that makes him vulnerable. Okay.
Formulation that two. Spawning.
And, okay, okay. The vats are in different places and they spawn. Okay, that's... It had like a momentary effect on his health and then stopped immediately. Does not seem correct, but here we go.
Formulation that one. Spawning.
There we go. Like, why give me 3 shots and then not let me use the second and third one? Well, it kind of did it again. And he might kill me if I don't get this health or run past it quickly enough. There was health in at least one of the other rooms. Right, here we go. End of there,
Formulation VAT 2 spawning.
Whew, okay. Watch this and then I'll...
What happened to you?
Electro is here. He wanted information on the BioNexus project. He's assembled all the parts, but he's still not able to make it work.
What is this BioNexus device?
It amplifies the bioelectric energy in living beings. On Electro, it'll make him a god. You have to stop him, Spider-Man.
But how do I stop him, Doc? What's he missing?
I don't know what it is. Dr. Watts kept all the secret notes about the final phase of the project secret. Go to her lab. It's on the other side of the complex.
Thanks, Doc. Whoops.
Hold where you are, Spider-Man! Failure to comply will result in the use of force!
Sorry, boys and girls, but I don't think I'm gonna let you arrest me today.
Good plan, Spidey.
Those red tracking lasers must be giving my position to the drones. If I don't take them offline, I'll never get to Dr. Watts' lab.
Okay, so I'm going to save within the emulator as well. I appreciate that they make sure to show that Dr. Connors is an amputee, that he's missing one of his arms, because it seems like it's pivotal to his character. That's why he becomes the Lizard, is because he's researching regenerative abilities in lizards and gene splicing, and then to try to regrow his arm, and then turns into the Lizard instead. So like, of course you would keep in that he's an amputee in every iteration, but at the same time, like, I don't really know Electro's background or Shocker's background. Like, most people aren't necessarily going to know the exact thing that leads to Kurt Connors becoming the Lizard, so you wouldn't have to make him an amputee. Like, only the worst, nerdiest of us fans would be like, wait a second, why does he have an arm in this scene? But I noticed recently rewatching the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies that that is also the case, because Dr. Connors is in that movie, just as one of, or might be in 2, because he might be Pete's college professor. I think he's in 2, and yeah, he's an amputee in that. But it's like, you could miss it. You might, if you aren't actually looking for it, you wouldn't even notice, because they don't draw attention to it. He's not in that many wide shots. Like, if you weren't paying super close attention, it'd just be like, oh, there's his professor. But no, he also was an amputee. He had the, like, folded up sleeve. Alright, I'm going to call it quits there. It has been 2.5 hours. And I've beaten the Lizard, so that's a good stopping point. But this is clearly going to take more than one session, maybe more than 2. I wouldn't be surprised if this takes 3 or 4. Blade took 4. But this has, I'm on easy mode. Blade I don't think had a difficulty, so maybe this will be faster than the average time to beat, which was given as 7 hours, and I think that's about how long it took me to play Blade, which was guessed at 4.5, so I'm hoping this will be quicker. And I've already been through, Shocker, Sandman, Hammerhead, and now the Lizard. Did I fight any other bosses? I forget. I feel like I'm missing someone, but yeah, oh well. So yeah, tune in next time and I will play some more of this in Marvel Millennium.